I will simply like to say that we wish to have what I would consider the necessary policies from government to help us to be able to move forward with an agenda and be able to meet the goals that are set forth. As a service industry, we cannot allow and we cannot sit by and continue to be second-class citizens in the Federation. The coalition of partners, service industry, must be recognized. Each one of us that provide a service must be under an umbrella that would simply acknowledge. We must be able to stand tall, just like any foreign company that come to this country. And it is my belief that we can only get it done if we are united, committed, and are willing to put the time in under the umbrella of coalitions.
We would really like to see that St. Kitts come on board as one of the key players, especially as OECS representatives throughout the region, to ensure that we fortify the development of services and the services economy throughout the region.
We have identified the importance of services to the region. At Caribbean Export, our role is to facilitate the expansion of export, both goods and services, as well as to increase the competitiveness of Caribbean firms. We are the only regional export promotion and development agency in Caribbean, and we work together with the private sector as well as governments throughout the region to advance that agenda.
This activity is very important, not only for service providers in the Federation, but we also see this activity as an impetus to the overall services sector in the Federation.
Then to keep the interest, strengthening of the local export capacity. And that I thought we could do in terms of a workshop, hands-on, real-life experience.
We've spoken a lot here today, and we need to gather more data. We need to survey all the industries, all the providers, and that would be a long-term and a short-term. We need to do it now, but we need to keep doing it.
From what I understand, we get tech entrepreneurs coming through our waters on cruise, on their yachts and so on and so forth, and there might be a need to link them, use tech events, get into software development, hackathons, etc. And we can, and again, this would be cross-sectorial, but using the diaspora. There might be persons out there in different, we've got like I think it's Nevis associations and so on and stuff like that, that might be able to promote or have business links that we could link with to get products and services out.
In the sub-region, we have a lot of engineers, old school, a lot of them old school, boys school, that have been engineers for a long time. And how things used to be, they never had to go back and do continuous development, or they never really did. But we're fine with that because we know, okay, that they're engineers. But in order to operate on an international market, you must, as an engineer, be a part of an institute of engineers or an engineering association that does continuous development and whatnot.
There is this idea that, or there seems to be this idea that there's no collaboration throughout the region. I don't want anybody to leave with the impression that this is an anomaly, right? I'm not the only person in St. Kitts who does joint ventures. And I do joint ventures with local architecture firms as well, right? A lot of us work together. A lot of people don't know that, but, you know, somebody might be overwhelmed and the next set, you know, they call somebody else and they do the drawings for them or whatever, right? So there's a lot of collaboration.
Let us not fool ourselves into believing that you are going to walk into a bank and get a loan on the strength of your proposal and all of those things and so on. We must understand that you're dealing with humans, and it depends on who you're dealing with, who you know, who knows you, and all of these things. That's the way the world works. So let us understand that, and don't fool ourselves.